you get to the bottom, it's grown to 3, or grown 3 more to 5.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
we've seen that on.
Yeah.
That's what we measured.
Yep.
We're streaming well. How's your head stability?
It's good right now.
Okay. Can I pick the speed up a little bit?
No, let's wait till we're at 500.
All right.
We're just starting to see all the creatures now, and I haven't seen a hit on my altimeter from the layer, so I don't know if we're quite there yet. Yep.
We're streaming well. How's your head stability?
It's good right now.
Okay. Can I pick the speed up a little bit?
No, let's wait till we're at 500.
All right.
We're just starting to see all the creatures now, and I haven't seen a hit on my altimeter from the layer, so I don't know if we're quite there yet. And down.
Okay, I'm going to slow down a bit, let you really push down. Copilot copies workshop, thank you. Yeah, they probably are, you know, because they probably have some high frequency clock in there. Good visual contact in both the Mini Zeus and the fisheye. Good sonar contact. 23 to 24 meters per minute.
We didn't do it very many times. And we're just slowing down to 20 meters a minute and getting each other in our tether cams.
You're still pointed west. Good sonar returns in front of you. You're 10 meters off the bottom.
ROV has
I did not see a
bottom.
plume on the way down. I did not see any kind of plume on the way down.
Waving at the end of my tether.
Water's
Back
a little
up a bit towards you.
murkier here than it was, though, now that we're on bottom.
Okay, I'm 30 meters off the bottom.
Depth is 25.96.
And I'm slowing to a stop
Seeing older pillow lavas, I think.
right around 25 meters off the bottom.
Copy that.
Winch is stopped.
I backed up slightly. Does it look clear behind me in my sonar?
You got a blind spot behind you in sonar, but I don't see anything big behind you in sonar.
Okay.
I'm going to start trying to spin around.
Okay, yeah, I'm backing up to give you some tether.
Okay, here I come.
Six-meter altitude.
And you should be coming into view here pretty soon.
Yep. There I am.
There you are. Okay, my head is west.
Excellent. I'll drive up into your lights.
Okay, yeah, come to the light and then push out a little bit. We'll just get a little
Okay.
feeling for what the terrain's like in front of me.
Sounds good.
Sonar is useless as usual from Sirius. Which probably means there's nothing big around me.
Heading is due north right now. Broken up pillows.
All right.
Just
My sonar's clear out to 100 meters.
Okay.
Your sonar is
Showing some rough terrain around.
just, yeah,
heading is 020 now.
over
So
your left
as
shoulder
we
right
explore
now.
the
There's
landing site.
some stuff, but in front of you, just rubbly, no real significant returns.
Looks like there's a lot of sediment on the rocks here.
Roger that. It's a coral hill too. Can we get a quick zoom on that coral?
Sure.
Thank you.
Video, this is pilot. Hey, can you get a zoom from where I am hovering here? Sorry, I'm making it hard for you. Here, let's set that back up. Okay.
Sorry, thank you.
Was that a good enough zoom, watch leader? Or?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think
Okay.
we can just look around a little bit more. A lot of sediment here, more than I thought we might see.
Okay, there's some suggestion of walls about 30 meters on either side of you, Carl.
Yeah, I see
Heading is
that.
currently west.
Why don't I head up to the northern one?
Heading is currently west, ECCs. And seeing walls on either side.
Okay.
Okay. You being the subject?
I'm not seeing that wall on my sonar anymore.
Okay, stand by. Well, let's push 20 meters in this direction and see what we find.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be it. Dave, that's probably it. Oh, that's pretty.
Can we get a zoom in on that, pilot?
Yeah, I can even set down for you. Oh, there's a rock in the way. Maybe. Let me pivot around so this rock's not in the way video, and then I'll set down and you can get a nice zoom. Oops. Sorry, by the right side, Dave? Oh.
Yeah, we've got the wall again, Carl, so.
Okay.
No worries. It's about 30-ish meters. Oh, that's pretty.
Okay, video. Uh-huh. Trying to pivot a little right for you. There we go.
Sometimes shrimp live inside these sponges, so keep an eye out for something moving in there.
Ooh.
Yeah. It may be as good as it gets, but it's pretty. I think it's pretty close. Yeah.
Copy that. ROV not bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, 8 meters to go.
Copy that. Thank you.
Meters.
Nick, we'll probably move another 20, okay? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Can we go another 20 in the same direction, same speed? 20 meters.
20 meters more, same direction, same speed. Copy
Yeah,
that.
Thanks.
The rocks look pretty good.
That was a good video op, and light pool is almost caught up to you.
Perfect.
Looks white now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, you happy, video? All right.
And my head is north. You are pointed east right now. The wall appears to be about 30 meters on your left shoulder. Oh, Sirius is starting to see the wall. Dead ahead about 45 meters. That fella there.
I can see your lights ahead of me.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
So guys, it looks like we have some of these little step-like features here. And maybe what we want to do is actually go down slope to start our transit to the west, to that plume target. I think if we go down slope, we'll find the most sort of recent or active graben if we go down.
Tim, we've been trying to acquire the north wall.
Yeah, I know, and I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm fine with doing that. Let's acquire the north wall, and then I think
Okay.
we may want to go south. Guess I'm just thinking ahead about
Okay.
the next move, but
Okay. That's great.
that
Yeah.
makes sense. We
I
should
would like to touch that north wall just so we have the feel.
I agree.
Okay. So Carl, my head's north now.
Copy that. Video, can you get a quick zoom on this guy?
That's a Holothurian.
Okay. All right, whenever you're ready, video. Okay.
Okay, my head is due north. A nice fast move, at least for 40 meters.
No, I'd like to come more due south, so we don't run too far west of it. You know, I think that would be a bad idea to come south and then go to the west. Is that a good move for you? Or yeah, I mean, I think the ship move could certainly be southwest. Yeah, yeah.
Copy that.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less. I
Let me
think.
just go a little bit further north as long as we're here.
Yeah. 5 meters.
That looks like a wall up ahead of me.
Watch leader co-pilot. So we've acquired that north wall. We're ready to move. No,
No.
we got to get lined up. I just wanted to let watch leader know that.
Roger that. Yeah.
All
If
right.
we could just look at the top of this ball right here.
Yeah,
I want to
sure.
see how high this thing is.
Let me go up. My altitude now is 3 meters off the bottom. 4 meters off the bottom.
Certainly.
5 meters off the bottom. It's larger than I thought. 6 meters off the bottom. 7 meters. And this looks like it's starting to level off.
You're starting to see over the top of it on sonar now. That's an impressive little wall.
I always say 8 meters. It's still coming up behind
Yeah,
there,
still
isn't it?
going. Yeah. Wow, so that did show up on your sonar a bit, Jeff.
Yeah, I do. I have one further back now. That's about 20 meters away from me.
ECC,
Yeah, that's about how far I am from
Oh,
you,
that's
right?
right. That is how far you are.
Yeah.
ECCs, any interest in going further
Well,
to the
that's
north?
good. It showed
I
up
think
for
we need to
you
go to the south.
because I'm now 11 meters off the bottom. Still going up.
You're
How's my
actually,
tether looking?
you're getting above me.
No. You should probably come up then, Jeff.
Coming up. Winch is engaged.
Yeah, as long as they're here, we can just go right. Yeah. Yeah.
So my altitude's still reading 9, but it's been, I think it might be picking up a step or something. Did anyone catch the depth at the bottom?
I
No.
had 2606. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a big wall.
It's an impressive feature, eh?
It's a good thing we stopped the ship there. What's your altitude now, Jeff?
I'm showing 24 between the heaves, maybe 23.
What's our depth now?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, top depth 2587 on Little Herc's depth gauge. I'll transverse over a little and go back down. Yeah. So from 2587 going down. Altitude is reading 13 meters. Altitude 9 meters.
You're right, go ahead, this is Whipple.
Altitude 5 meters. And I would say I'm at the base at 2603. So a 16-meter wall.
Nick,
Okay.
what's going to be the direction of our next move, Nick? Southwest, copy. Okay, I'm swinging my head west.
Pointed west there, Jeff?
Just about.
Okay.
Pointed west now.
A lot more particles in the water here.
And I'm swinging to the southwest now.
So watch leader, just since we got to the bottom of the cliff, there's been a lot more particles in the water.
Roger that.
Okay, so you're heading southwest now, Jeff?
My head is southwest.
All right. Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I put in a ship move 50 meters, direction 225 and 0.3 knots?
50 meters, 2 to 5 degrees at 0.3 knots.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
You must be going up slope right there.
Um,
Yeah.
ROV nav bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, we are at the position.
Okay, thanks. Stand by.
There's a pretty good ridge in front of you, Carl. Some sort of hump that has a shadow behind it.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah, I can see that in my camera.
Okay. Works for me. Watch leader, the terrain is coming up in this direction, so might get us to that 2580 target.
So the ship is stopped now, is that right? Okay.
Meters,
Makes total
0,
sense to
0,
me.
0 degrees,
Absolutely.
0.3 knots.
Yes, thank
Starting
you.
in now.
My goal was to head more or less west over that 4A East plume location, but then again, it could be off 100 meters to the north, so or given the depth. So yes, we'll go up here and zigzag at the appropriate depth.
Oh, hello.
RV nav bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
We're 18 meters out from the end of the move.
Thank you, Bridge.
About 2 minutes.
And my head is north. It's a pretty fish.
I think I'm there. Yeah, whoops. Whoa. Okay, video? Yeah.
RV nav this bridge.
Okay, video. You're free to zoom.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, the ship is all stopped.
Copy that.
It's about 15 meters away from
Okay.
me right now. So I think Carl is probably just about on it. Well, no, he's underneath me now. He's 10 meters in front of him. So I think I heard we're going to move east again. Back to the east, I believe is what I heard.
Yeah, now this is watch leader. I think we just want to keep moving north until we get to a good depth, and by then I'll know which way we want to move, east or west. Thanks. Thank you.
Co-pilot, can you give me lasers?
Lasers coming on.
Go ahead.
Lasers.
I'd like to request the exact same move again, so 40 meters, 000
Okay,
at
thank you,
0.3
video.
knots.
Roger, starting
Seattle,
now.
I'm inclined to get up to a good
Okay,
depth here and
alright.
then
we're
start
going north
zigzagging
again,
to
and
the
the
west.
wall's right in front of us. So
Copy that.
let's get lined up and ready for it.
Seattle, copy that.
Okay, Sirius is coming up before that wall does.
And we're heading north.
My head
Okay.
is northeast.
Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna head back. Whoa. Looks like there's a big wall in front of you, Jeff.
Yeah.
If you're looking upper
Yeah,
left.
We just
Yeah.
want to go up that wall. Our depth now is
All right, Jeff, head up.
Yep.
2596.
Okay, I am 25 off the floor.
Yep. So the wall was shorter there. Just a little. Okay, let me head back west so you can aim north.
Okay. Copy that, Dave. Okay, Carl, my head is north.
Excellent.
Nav, bridge.
Depth is 2591.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, we have 15 meters left in the move.
Roger, thank you.
Okay, our depth is 2585.
Sirius depth is 2580.
Yeah, I think we're going to do our zigzag to the west. But I'll make sure we get up here to. It's better to be above it than below it, so I'd rather get up a little bit further, perhaps. I want to see what the depth does here. Right now, it's at 2590 on the CTD, and may want it to get to more like 2570 or so. Yeah, I agree. I think so. Yep. Just a short move, maybe 30 or 40, you think? Yeah. Roger.
Go ahead.
When you get to the point, we're actually going to keep going another 40, so same thing. 40 meters, 000 degrees, 0.3 knots.
Okay, we're pretty much at the point, so starting in now.
Roger that.
Lots of sediment on these pillows up here on top of the wall. Depth is 2590. Still continue to move to the north to get into a depth that makes sense based on the CTD depth of the plume. CTD depth right now is 2590. Heavy sediment and no more walls visible in the sonar.
I don't know that we're going to get to 2580. I don't know we're going to come up another 10 meters in any short distance here.
Doesn't look like it does it. 2591. What's
Well, I'm at 2585.
Well, you're actually at 2590.
Well, how accurate was the one on the CTD?
I know.
Well,
I want to see what
I'm
the
at
depth did here.
2580,
Yeah.
and
ECCs, do you
our depth delta is
see
about
what's
5.
happening here? That we're coming up
And
slope
the
very
power
slowly. We're 2591.
on Herc is
We
about
are
5 out.
apparently
Well,
a good
that's
100
assuming that
meters away from
Sirius
the
is right and Little Herc
plume
is off.
target
Could it
4AE east.
Well,
Isn't it completely possible that Little Herc's right and Sirius is off?
Little Herc is showing a 5-meter bias when we recover it, and yeah, it's possible.
Heavily sedimented elongate pillows here.
Little Herc's paro has been acting oddly.
Oh, okay. So it's doing other things.
Well, it's got that residual pressure when
So
it
we
gets
are-
back to the
we are
surface, and
almost-
then that bleeds off overnight.
Due north,
So like
a
when
little
you
bit
started the
northwest
dive, you thought it was
of
2
the
meters
4A
deep
east target.
Yeah,
on deck.
that really confused me. I see.
So now we're moving north, is that right? Okay.
Doing some east-west zigzags.
Depth is 2590 on the CTD.
ROV Nav's bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Here we're 17 meters from the end of the move.
Roger that.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of whether we want to go east or west. The other plume
I
signal
think we should.
to the west is about 1,700 meters away.
I'm swinging my head back towards the north.
1700?
That's correct.
Oh boy, we can't get there.
There was a bit of a fissure that we passed on the way here,
We found a fissure.
and now we're coming onto one here. Now our heading is
I see.
almost due west, so we could follow this fissure.
It's running
I think
east-west.
that's
We're
a good
okay.
idea.
Good.
Following this
We
fissure
didn't
to
see
the
anything
west.
Further east. We didn't see anything further east on the CPD from this point. But
Right.
We did see things west.
Okay, so the inclination is to go to the west.
That's what I would think. I can't imagine there's just two tiny places putting out hot water, and we came down on top of them both on the CPD.
If-
It's just hard for me to imagine.
I agree with you. I think the depth now is 2588.
ROV Nav bridge.
We're still below the CTD depth.
We have
Above
17
the
meters
seafloor,
left in
right?
the move.
Roger that.
So
Right.
should we still try to go up and reach the depth?
Well, I would. Let's just follow this fissure.
Yeah, I do know the floor undulates here up and down, but over maybe a broader scale than just the next 500 meters or 1,000 meters.
I mean, are we sure all the depth
Watch leader, I am
sensors
seeing some fine smoke in the water now.
No,
are within a meter or two of each other?
uh,
Temperatures are not, for instance. The temperatures are not, for instance. I mean, the CTD
Okay.
temperature is about 2/10 lower than the.
So we
Oh,
should
yeah.
get a line north now, right, Jeff?
right. The CTD temp right now on the vehicle is 2.08.
Right, and on our CTD through here, we saw consistently at this depth about 1.9.
I'm pointed due west.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, 2587 on depth, so it is increasing. I mean, it's shallowing slowly,
Yeah,
but you're talking probably about another 100 or 200 meters.
that could be,
This is very old here.
yeah.
Into the wild blue yonder.
Yeah,
Although, do you guys think it's more murky here or not? There's a brachyurine crab. Well,
Yeah,
that's the first one we've seen of those.
I am seeing more smoke in the water. I think the particles down below were from my thrusters probably, but this looks more like smoke.
Okay, Ed and company, we do have a brachyurine crab, which is a good sign.
yeah, the outer rings of Saturn here, maybe.
Do you want to get a quick zoom to ID it?
Thank you, pilot.
Yeah. Ooh, I might fly over it.
Roger.
There
Yes.
we go.
That'd be fun. Okay.
ROV Nav, this is the bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah,
Ed,
we're
well, I
at
just-
stop.
I just
Stand
said
by.
put in for another northern move, just because we're now at 2588. Still below. This makes me wonder. I tend to trust the depths
Sure.
that you got with the CTD.
Yeah,
Go
and
ahead.
I would
We
too.
want to move
not
000,
really-
Okay, there we go.
40 meters
really don't
at
vary by a
0.3
lot.
knots.
Okay, just so you
Yeah.
know, it's a lot easier for the ship to just start a move and then continue moving.
Thank you,
Than
video.
to always
Not a
be
very
stopping
healthy
and
looking
starting
button
and
here,
stopping
grab,
and
but-
starting. Especially at 0.3 knots, it really uses a lot of power to stop and start.
Okay, copy that, thanks.
Sure.
We felt like here we were starting to see a little
Okay.
more particles. Maybe we'll just do
Striking
one
out to
more
the north.
length to the north and see what we see.
My head is northeast. West.
Looks like some stained rock ahead
Yep.
or something.
Turning. to
Yeah, the
east.
margins of the broken margins are light
What's this
gray
white
here.
stuff?
Looks like the margins on the rock
Okay.
where it breaks. You know,
Yeah.
the face.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Be on the lookout for white stuff.
Yeah.
Understood.
You just asked them to continue.
We might have the a still effect in here.
I'm sorry, Bob. What effect? A still effect.
It's a valley with.
Oh.
This is a valley with perhaps the oceanography is different in here.
Well, I'm just going by the depth of the very strong temperature anomaly we saw around here, which was about 25, 50, or 60. And at that time, the bottom depth was about 25, 80, I think, given the altimeter and the depth of the CTD package.
I guess I'm saying that the heat would maybe rise faster or something in the isothermal water. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just saying it can't be shallower than where we saw it, is all I'm saying, really. I mean, the source cannot be shallower than where we saw the plume.
I guess I was suggesting it might be deeper than we were thinking.
Oh, yes, it can certainly be deeper. But where we saw it, the bottom was about 2580.
So,
2580 is much of that.
One suggestion perhaps is if we get to the wall and go along the base of the talus ramp of the wall to the west and then come back down south, intersecting those fracture systems again, and then close range back to the east, back towards the anomaly you saw on the CTD.
Roger that, Bob. How far along to the west do you think we should go before turning south? There is what seems to be a high down there. If we go what looks to be about 200 meters, maybe that's too far, but yeah, I'm just curious.
I'd say 100 meters would probably be enough.
Yeah, okay. You got time, you can go for it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Wait. Yeah, it looks fine.
Change in place. Yeah.
RV Nav's bridge.
Okay.
We're all stopped.
Thank you.
Depth is 2591. Our heading is due north.
All right. I have 190 meters, 210 degrees, 0.4 knots. Starting it now.
maybe an anemone. Get a quick zoom, please. Sorry. We just found out that Internet 2 does not come into Feno. Right. Okay. Okay. So, is there a number yet that I can call into from this phone?
Are we down at the inner Graben again?
Watch lead is currently on a phone call. If you'd like, I can give you the quad split. This is video talking to the ECCs.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Yeah, ECCs, we're still northeast of the feature on our map. Yeah. Seems like a little more turbidity here. Is that true? What do you think? Maybe, maybe not.
This seems to be a long strike from where those fissures were. We could go east, sort of close the loop on that, or we could go further south into the deeper area. But I was suspecting, since we're seeing something going on here, some breakage maybe But maybe we want to go close the loop on those fishers we saw before.
All right. Well, it seems like we want to go just past this big structure in front of us and go over that and see what's on the other side. It seemed like to me the turbidity in the water had just picked up a little bit, which would make sense. There's some white standing here we wanted to zoom in on, but I don't see any alteration here of the rocks. I think we're good.
Yeah, I think, Tim, if if we don't see anything dramatic, I think we should really try to get to at least the latitude of where the CTD line went through here.
Yeah, I was thinking, Ed, we come down to where it says boat on the high pack.
Yeah.
You see that?
Right.
It seems like for the efficiency of making the moves, we might go a little bit further south, and then we could always come back up to these. But I'm seeing some white standing on the rocks here. Is that like white standing to you guys on those rocks? It does. You guys see this? ECCs. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I know I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to everybody out loud. That's how it goes. Can we get a zoom in on the white staining? To all those in the sound of my voice, now hear this. Sorry, you got a little. No, that's good news. Okay, so there is white staining here. I see a small shrimp. It's blocky talus. I don't see any flow or anything, but it definitely looks like it's altered here. So it sounds like
Seems like this is the active structure the only active structure we've seen that seems to have some recent movement on it. So I would go towards those other fissures along strike, and that's as good as anything, I think.
Yeah, Bob. If you look on the, I hate to switch it on you now, but if you look on the high pack screen, you'll see we're just coming up to the up a little bit on a little local high, I think, and this is about the latitude of those fissures. So if we want to stay in this and come to the east, that'd be fine with me. Seems to me we're coming into it now, so it's almost, I don't know if we want to go a little bit further to the southwest first. That's my only question. You can see it there now.
Roger that, if you want to go into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I agree that this is the most active that we've seen so far on this dive, but this would hardly qualify as being active compared to what we've seen on the other dives in this program.
Right.
We really haven't seen anything but the upper or the northern third of this inner graben, so I think that we can go a little bit further south just to check it out.
Yeah, I agree with you. Nav, what's our current move? Big pillow wall. Nav, can you drop a target for white staining here? What happened?
Yeah, it feels like we're headed in the right direction.
Okay. Got a fissure here too, following along with a holothurian. Go ahead, Nav. I think we want to do a short move to the on the same direction, same heading, maybe just 20 meters. You see? Yeah. Yeah.
We don't see any more brachyurine.
I saw two amphipods go by. Maybe we will want to turn
Go
back
ahead.
the opposite direction and
Stand by, Reg.
Roger.
go back to that white standing area and head to the east. Sorry, Nav, you talking to me? Yeah, it's after. That's after. Yeah, yeah. We want to see the extent. Go just like we're going now, about 20 more meters.
Now,
Go ahead.
20 meters, 210 degrees, 0.3 knots.
20
brachyurine,
meters,
there's a shrimp
210
there.
degrees, 0.3 knots. Starting
Heavy
now.
sediment. Makes you feel like it's the other way. Depth is 2589. By 100 meters. So there's a zoom out for you. So I don't know what you guys come together.
Where's the 4A target on the map right now? I'm not clear.
Okay.
I thought that was where we were near where we started.
That is near where we started. We went through there and didn't see much, and we talked about the depth being shallower, so we came up slope. And we intercepted a couple of fissure systems. You can debate how old they are, if they're new or not, if they're fresh cracks or not. I don't know. But coming down, we've seen the first white staining when we started to come down in that fissure system. It wasn't robust at all. We picked up some more crab life. The question is whether we want to go exploring further to the southwest to be on line with the 4A East target and see if there's something there. I don't know. I don't feel strongly either way, frankly. I really don't. I know that we're throwing depth to the wind because there's no. I mean, we're now at 2596. We're well below the signal that Ed thought the seafloor was at. So I really don't know unless it's further to the south, unless it's on the other side and the depth changes more. I don't know. So I'm happy with doing either one. I mean, given the plume signals that Ed has seen here, it seems like we should be seeing a lot more. And maybe we haven't seen the fissure systems that are generating all this flow. So I don't know. Maybe it is more to the southwest. They're talking about now giving us a little more time on this dive, and so maybe we could go southwest and be sure that we're not missing it, and then come back here as fast as we can. I don't know if that's a good compromise or not.
Yeah. I missed a lot of that because the voice went down, but do you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now.
So we're about 100 meters from where we crossed that fissure earlier with the first brachyurine crab.
Right.
So your feeling is that the biological gradients would be much stronger if it was like right in the middle? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, the gradient has picked up certainly as we move to the south, right, biologically. And so I just don't know whether turning back will give us more, will do much more for us. In other words, I'm just thinking that the signals are so big around this area that may be that just south of where we are could be a lot more. I didn't see any diffuse flow so far on the dive, right? So I'm just thinking that there must be something that we may be missing. So the more I talk, the more I feel like I'm convinced of going further south. But I've been sort of wrong before on this.
Yeah, this is Seattle. I would advocate going 50 or 100 meters south, and then maybe heading east towards the 4AE to see if we see something along there, more or less along the CTD track line. And then if we don't, then we could try going north a little bit to that fracture zone region.
Okay. If it's okay, then maybe Bob, we'll go another 100 meters or so, 150 meters, and see if we come into something else. Maybe to the latitude of the 4A East target and see what we see. I don't know. I've got this small media event thing that's going to happen in about a half an hour, so I'm also got a little activity in the room here. But I think that if it's okay, that we go ahead and do that southwestern move and see if we pick up more. Convince ourselves that there's nothing more down there. Everybody hear that? Does that make sense?
Copy that. That makes sense.
I think so. You want to go a little bit southwest and then see what we see down there, right?
Yeah, I think so, Bob. Let's just go in survey mode here and see if we can find something, because there should be something much more than what we've seen today. There hasn't been any staining or anything like that would. There's got to be some big plume, some big hydrothermal signal here coming off the seafloor. So I think we should at least survey it today.
Roger that.
Yep. Go ahead. Yes, ECCs. This is the EX, and our current heading is 069. Our depth is 2593. Nav, can you give me the status on the move? What's happening right now? Roger that. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. What's that? No, no. I guess Webb's in charge. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here doing what we got to do here. Okay, so Santiago, do you read me? Santiago, do you read me? Can you hear me over the video? Santiago is not hearing me over the RTS. Okay, I can do it. Are you ready? Okay. They're ready. Lava has erupted very recently. We found fresh black lava flows that have overflowed up into the canyon, against the canyon walls. Jet black and fresh. In fact, if we looked on those walls, on many occasions we would find venting coming out, diffuse flow. That's not the black smoke venting, but diffuse flow venting coming out of holes and cracks in the seafloor lined with white microbial mat. Thin coatings of mat, and we found fish there, we found crabs there, we found shrimp there. What we didn't find there was the classic organisms you think of when you think of hydrothermal vents, and that's the giant tube worms, the clams, the mussels. None of those were there. So here we have a volcanic eruption that's happened recently and extensively over where we looked. It also had what appears to be new vent openings associated with that eruption, and areas that are yet to be colonized by fauna that we know to live at vents. So we may have caught something just after the act of it happening, which is very interesting to the scientists. We discuss it daily about what we think is happening and the dynamics of the eruptions here on the Galapagos Rift. So it's really been some remarkable discoveries through our exploration. We're here now. We've jumped 200 miles to the east to look closely again at those plume signals that we saw in the last cruise here. We're on the bottom today, exploring below some of those plume signals, and we've learned more about what this part of the ridge looks like on the seafloor. I know Dr. Fenari is going to tell you more about that shortly, but we're finding grabens and fissures in the seafloor again. No recent lava flows as of yet, no hydrothermal vents as of yet here, but we continue to explore, we continue to learn. So it's a pleasure to be here to bring this to you today. Our schedule now is to have
Tether's looking good.
Yeah, can we get a zoom in on that pilot? It looks really good.
Absolutely. All yours, video.
Video, feel free to do the same on sled 1.
They said 15 minutes after, so I'm going to shoot 15 minutes after. Is that okay? Thank you. Is that okay?
pilot's coming out.
Let's bring sled a little wider so we're not heaving so much. Perfect. You got a rock coming up on your tail end. You look above it though.
Copy that.
So this is a. There's a holothurian.
Damn. Yeah, you look like you should be fine.
Okay.
Can go back in rolling.
That's good too.
Yeah, go for a partial zoom rolling. Steady it as much as I can. Push it if you want to.
You're looking clear around you.
Thank you. Except for that rock. All yours, rolling. Yeah, I'm comfortable pushing it as far as you can.
Okay, now this is co-pilot. What was our heading on that last ship move?
210.
210? Okay. Yeah, roger.
And we're going 0.1 knot.
Yeah, understood. Yep.
30 minutes.
Okay. Go ahead.
You're telling me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come wide. Sorry, Brian.
What? Nav? Yes, we're currently in a ship move to
All
the
right, Tom.
southwest.
I am now starting to drift towards this wall, so if I could
All right, can we go full wide roll?
get you out in front of it, let me know where it is.
Sure thing.
It's going to be off to your right, about 25 meters.
Okay, coming up.
So let's get you up and heading south, due south.
RV Nav's bridge.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we are 9 meters, 3 minutes out from the end of this position move.
Thank you.
As long as he maintains this heading, I'm fine.
3 minutes to the end of the ship move, pilots.
Roger, Nav.
Roger.
Yeah, so you're coming to a small little drop-off.
Copy that. I see kind of a fissure here.
Yep, that's kind of more what it is.
A very slight depression in the multi-beam.
All right, you got a wall on the far end, 15 meters out, dead ahead.
Copy that. Web ROV nav. Yes, we're near the ship move, end of the ship move. Do you want to continue forward? Okay. Pilots? Yeah, I copied that, Nav. Let's just tack 50 meters onto the end of this move.
Understood.
Same heading, same speed. Bridge ROV nav.
Go ahead.
Yes, could we have another ship movement 50 meters, 210 degrees and 0.1 knots?
Okay, 50 meters, 210 degrees, 0.1 knots.
Thank you, Bridge. Everybody, I've dialed in another 50 meter move 210. Copy that, thank you. So co-pilot, I found the multi-beam. Alright, video.
Now, you don't have much time here, Tom, because I am going to be crossing over your path pretty soon.
Alright, 20 seconds video.
coming up.
If you come out and head, yeah, more 225, that'll be your better direction.
Thank you. Nice work, Roll.
Or even go further, make a big jump up to the north. We have an hour left for those fissures. Or if we continue to do another zag to the north and west.
Do I have a quick minute here, Bobby?
It seems to me that since we came down from the
really?
one area of white staining,
Yeah, we'll just
and
keep
then
pushing.
running along that southwest fissure you see there, that we didn't come over. I mean, I think we saw a fissure or two, but I'm not sure those were, we could say those are considerably fresher or younger or not. So before we go too much further south, I thought I would ask whether we want to come back to the north or east or northwest.
EX, this is Seattle.
Go ahead, Seattle. See a range and bearing here.
What
Okay.
do you want to see the range and bearing
If
of?
Newport thinks that's a good
Probably
idea
is.
too, that's fine with me. I agree with you. We haven't been on this side of it at all yet, so.
Fine with us.
Okay, so more like a heading of 100, sounds like to me. 120.
Yeah, 100 to 120, something in that range.
Yeah. Okay, roger that.
So. Okay.
ROV Nav's bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
About 10 minutes
All
or
yours,
just over
Roll.
2 minutes left in the move. 10 meters, sorry.
10 meters. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Sorry
sense.
about
Thank
that.
you very much.
Yeah, that's fine. 1600. Yep.
Copy that.
Okay.
Sorry for the rocking and rolling there, Roll. Did nice work.
Science, we should come to a stop pretty soon.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna wait 10 minutes. We're gonna watch this arrangement settle out. We're gonna come to the end of our move, and then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna proceed. All right, Tom. Swing it down to 045.
Very large. Fissure has got a little bench step to it.
So once you ride that.
Heading is almost due east.
Okay.
So I think we could ride this fissure to the east. That'd be a good idea. Heading here is 080.
So Tom, now if we could go another, go to 045 and drive across the street, please. 1 second, you just shot. Well, I got it.
Okay. Oh,
Just drive right across the street, Tom.
we'll be turning to come into the fissure to the east in just a second, guys. Sonar only shows that fissure. Depth is 2596. Fissure's just off to the right. Another hole at the right.
Hi, Tim. Santiago would like you to call anytime now.
Roger that. Thank you.
Copy that. Appreciate the steer, Webb.
Thanks. So Webb, we have about 19 meters left on this move.
So you're still looking south at me, Bobby. A little bit.
Temperature is about the same.
Uh, I would actually push the course a little bit south of East Webb because Sirius is looking south at the fissure right now. A little south of East.
That's our current heading
Yeah,
right
my
now.
fault. I said it was north. I didn't clarify. I meant the vehicle's actually positioned north of the fissure. Absolutely. Copy that. Yeah, thanks, Webb. Nice steer. It seems to be pretty flat above the rocks. There's a small bump coming up in front of me here. I'm going to go up it right now and see where we are.
RV nav bridge.
Stand by web, sorry. Go ahead, Bridge.
We are done with the move.
Yeah, copy that. Thank you, Bridge.
Welcome.
Go ahead, Web.
Webster. Don't assume anything. Tell me what's up, Webb. Okay. Roger. Got that. Okay. We're still coasting along here. Roger that. Jeff, I see you're rolling a little bit there, buddy. Rolling, yes. You have roll motion when you see the picture rock like that. Okay. Okay, my sonar indicates I'm aligned with this feature pretty well.
The wall to my right seems to diverge off a little bit, but I will continue to remain in the light here. Okay, came over a little bump there, Jeff.
RV nav bridge.
Back down.
Yeah, bridge, we're requesting another 50-meter move, so range 50 meters.
Yeah, roger that. Little Herc is facing due north. There's a deep crack base of this wall. I can see a bottom, however. Okay. Don't do that. Let me get back in front. Yeah, see that? I'm going to move east along the crack at the base of this wall and get in front of you. Roger that. Close enough. Somebody's fumbling an open mic.
Sometimes it matters. Like I wish I knew this. Is that so? Here are. Thank you.
RV nav bridge.
Go ahead, bridge.
You are 50 meters from the stopping point.
Thank you, bridge.
You're welcome.
So it looks like we're at the level of the 4A East, the latitude of the 4A East plume signal, and we have this, what could be kind of a fissure here, certainly a collapsed fissure, and so we could follow this to the east if you think that's a good way to go, unless you want to continue north to that other set of fissures that are that we saw the brachyura and crabs around, and some of that little bit of white staining.
Shrimp.
We've got about 20 minutes left. And our heading is 034, and our depth is 2,600. Heading is 047. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're discussing it now. We may turn east. Yeah. Yeah. EC2s, we have the option here of turning to the east a little bit, or there's a better fix there, I think, for the ship distance. So that fissure goes east-west about the latitude of 4A east.
RV Bridge.
Yeah, Bridge, we're going to request the same move again. So let's call it 200 meters, 030 degrees, 0.3 knots.
200 meters, 030 degrees, 0.2 knots.
0.3.
0.3 knots.
0.3 knots.
Hey Brian, what time's your pull time?
16:18, so
Okay.
12 minutes.
Thanks.
Copy that.
I want to do one shot where I stare at you. Yeah, Ed. So sorry. So what do you? I think that doing one here at 4A is really important now because to try to find the plume within the nav that we would be working with within ROVs.
33.
Convince
I
ourselves.
agree.
Convince ourselves that it's either we missed it or it's gone.
Can't be gone. I don't believe it's gone. But,
That means we missed it. So.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me send you some points in a moment.
Okay. Thank you. Stalked crinoid. I mean, this is some really old lavas here. Got corals and crinoids on them. I mean, does anyone feel like they saw a gradient of or fresher flows somewhere? I mean, I thought at one point I saw a contact, but it wasn't. You know, it was old and older. I don't remember if we've seen anything that would tell us where the fresher areas would be, north or south of the center line of this axis. Depth is 2590. We're still heading 059, 060. Ed, are you thinking doing more like 2 cross toes?
I was thinking about it for a while, but I don't know that we have the time to do that. I mean, it takes an hour to get down, an hour to get up, an hour to an hour and a half to do the toe, then you have to reposition. I'm not sure you can get that done in the space of time we had before midnight.
I mean on the list of possible alternatives, is certainly have that we were to the west of it, and so I was just thinking about doing an eastern cross east of the 4A, but I don't know.
Yes, I was thinking of doing one 100, 200 meters east of 4A. We haven't looked over there at all.
No.
I mean, we've been across the whole valley here in 2 different places now, right?
Yes. We've done another crossing line here. It's our third one, basically, but
I know. Can you put the multiple screen on so we can see the pictures, but also look at the map?
yeah, I can't tell how big your monitors are if you can have any resolution on the high pack when you have that multi-view.
Well, it's not so bad. Can you zoom out on the high pack?
Yeah. Hey Nav, can we zoom out on the high pack a little bit, please? Does this look fresher to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best that we've seen so far.
Our heading is now, 301.
But it's no different than what we've seen elsewhere.
Do we want to go down this one to the east? We haven't reached our previous target, but I see white staining here. No,
It's
sorry.
fractures.
It's fractures. It's not white staining, sorry.
This is the same fissure we saw earlier in the dive, right?
Well, it seems like it's a little south, Bob, but it might be.
It's close.
It is close based on our nav. We're in the neighborhood, so you want to go east down this one? That's
crab.
There is a brachyurine crab
I'd
here.
say probably go east.
Yeah, let's go east. Hey Nav, can we go east from here?
Realistically, we won't be able to get the ship to move east. And we can move the ship, but the Sirius won't move anywhere
Okay.
in 5 minutes. But we can stop here and see how far the ROV can get before the sled gets pulled out from under or out over top of it.
More fresh fracturing.
That's correct. We want to follow this fissure to the east, if we could.
It'll be a bit of a flyby because moving at 0.3, Sirius will just swing over the top. I think we're pretty safe in that direction, so we can we'll just do that until Sirius gets too far away, and then we'll be set up for recovery.
Okay, roger that.
It's okay with me.
There's one crab. Okay.
Watch your pilot cam up. Oh, okay. You got it.
I just backed into something, that's all.
There you go. You can see your tether now.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay, I've pointed west now.
Yes, it is. There's two kinds of crab.
Focus. Quick zoom, please, video. Thank you. Looks a little hot.
It is. It's a squat lobster. Squat lobster. Yeah. Munidopsis. It's got an amphipod on the end of its antennae. Do you see that? Far left, on the margin of the picture. See that little animal? It's an amphipod.
I don't think that's its antennae. I think that's a filament still stuck to the rock.
Is that right? I thought it might be coming out of somewhere.
Yeah, it's
right,
plenty.
right. There it is.
Okay, I already ran off the reservation. I just couldn't resist. All right, I got to get out of here, so.
I don't know.
All right, picking up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look, there's a fissure. Wait.
There is staining right here. We know it's right there. It's always.
Copy. Go ahead.
Yes, could you update me on your status, please?
Ship's coming ahead slightly. Port props disabled. Transferring control aft as we speak.
Roger that. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll stand by and and wait for your call, and we'll start coming up.
Control has been transferred.